Hey, what up, y'all? This is Drunk in the Sun with Joe and Tom. Guess what?
We're gonna get drunk and talk about everything under the sun.
Show about anything under the sun.
We didn't do that. All right, let's do it.
This episode is fire. Check us out every week on YouTube,
Instagram,
Facebook,
and Spotify.
Oh shit! Coming at you every week.
First of all, this is for entertainment. We're not educational.
Yeah.
We're not.
If you're coming to get your education from us, you are clearly misguided.
Exactly.
But check us out. We're the show about anything and everything under the sun. Check us out. I'll show up. Like, what are you doing in there? He's like, I swear to God.
Swear to me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think that's legit.
I don't think it's legit either. Hey, what up, y'all, man? This is Drunk in the Sun with John. I said John? With John? No, it's Tom. Tom and Joe. God damn, how drunk am I? Hey, guys. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just drinking. Screaming, I deserve this. What did he deserve? Fuck!
Like and subscribe so you get the notifications when we do drop something. Probably pretty fucking lame. But anyways, check it out. Drunk Under the Sun, a podcast about anything and everything under the sun. I think we're good. I think we're good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So what about him?
Well, this is what happened. Like, I hadn't watched Rocky in a while. And, like, I got real high the other day. And I was like, I'm going to watch Rocky because I got, like, the first five. Of the first five, I don't have Rocky Balboa. Or the Creeds. But anyways, I'm going to watch Rocky 1. I'm going to watch it. I haven't seen it in a while. And Hi Joe has never watched Rocky.
Oh, just Sober Joe?
Just Sober Joe. And the first thing I noticed, like, as it's coming down, and this is why I text you, I was like, man, these are cool scenes. These are shot really cool. And I was like, Tom talks about that all the time. He must have influenced me to watch it like this. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to let him know because this is cool. And I sent you those messages.
And Tom's like, whatever.
Yeah, basically.
I think I was in pissy mood. That was probably the same day the dude cut me off.
Probably.
I was just like, fuck everything!
Fucking Rocky's awesome, Joe. Shut the fuck up.
Did I say that?
No.
Oh, okay. That sounds like something I say.
No, I was just like, and I wanted to share that. But that quickly went away, I noticed.
Yeah.
Because as I started to watch, I was just watching the movie. And as a child, I guess I watched it early. And then I never, like, reevaluated the situation. But as a child, I never saw how big a piece of shit Rocky was at the beginning of the movie.
Well, I wouldn't call him a piece of shit.
A loser, maybe?
Yeah, a down and out guy. I would
never
say that.
noticed that.
But he was a guy who tried because, like, in the boxing ring, you see him in the beginning of the movie. He gets beat up by Spider.
But he wins.
Him and Spider fucking goes at it. No, he loses, don't he?
No, he wins because he gets more money.
No, that's right. And then he collects for the mob.
Yeah, exactly.
For the Philly mob.
Yeah.
Which fucking okay, I get it. People can say shit about it's the mob,
frowned upon.
Yeah, but he probably dropped out of school at 6th grade.
Okay.
Probably never went to fucking high school. Never went to fucking junior high. Probably fucking that's the only job he could get. And he was like, yeah, it's good. All you gotta do is just give him his money, you know. So fucking but then he is big shot at being at fighting
but see,
with the big purse.
Yeah.
With fucking Apollo.
But I never noticed that he was supposed to look.
I wouldn't call him a piece of shit though.
But that's what they try to. That's what they're.
But he was a loser.
He was a loser.
I call him a loser.
Okay, loser.
I would say that.
I never noticed that he was a loser because as a kid I was just like, he's trying. Get off his back. Why are you being mean to me?
But that's with all losers. I'm a loser. And fucking I'm just always like, I get off my back. I beat myself up.
Yeah.
And Rocky was the same way because he was like, hey, Adrian. And like Adrian was a nerdy fuck.
And she didn't say anything to him. But
never. She was always so rude.
As I was watching it, I was like, as an adult, I was like, man, Rocky's he's a loser. Like, I'd never seen this before. Yeah. He's a loser. And it alludes to, like, talking to Adrian every day, and she gives him the cold shoulder, and
every day.
Woke Joe's
He's
like he's sexually harassing her until.
Oh yeah, but he's just trying to. He likes her.
I know.
And fucking, he's like,
But
he has
after
those turtles.
every fucking day,
He has those turtles. He has those
that's all he's
turtles.
got.
That's all he's got. And then she goes back to his apartment at one point,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Look at
But-
me, look, hey Adrian, look what I punch." And it's like a rolled up fucking bed.
Yeah.
It's like,
But see,
I
I never noticed it. And I was like, man, Rocky's a loser. And then I thought it was. I never even noticed that like Mick was such a piece of crap about it.
Oh,
like
Mick was a dick.
He was a dick. And then he was like, once Rocky gets his shot, he's like,
Like,
hey,
come on,
you
Rock.
remember all that bullshit I said to you?
Yeah, we got your locker. He's like, what'd you give my locker to Spider? What'd you give my Spider, huh?
He gave his locker away.
He
and
gave his
shit.
locker away because he
he's
didn't believe in him.
Yeah.
And nobody, see, and that's what makes Rocky so great, because nobody believed him. His coaches, his teammates, his opponents, and Apollo Creed
Yeah.
all thought that this guy ain't gonna do shit. And then he shows up and fucking has the greatest fight of his life.
But see, that's the thing.
Da-da-da.
But Mick was like such a jerk to him.
Yeah.
And then once he gets his shot, he's like,
So what about? Yeah, but he's
and then he
like,
calls
what about me, Mick? What about me?
I
He's like,
I
Rock.
appreciated that. I
Dude,
appreciated that
I did
they
too,
wrote
'cause
that
he
called him out.
And he opened the door. And he's like, "Hey, what's going on, Mick?"
Yeah.
Yo, Rock, I heard that. I heard that Apollo, you got that fight. He's like, yeah, so. Like, well, I got the locker open.
Exactly.
He says that shit.
And I appreciate
He's like,
the
you
fact
know,
that Rocky.
You know what,
lost his
Mick?
shit.
I don't need your locker. I don't need you. And he shuts the door on him. He's like, what about me, Mick?
And he's
What about me? I was a contender.
Yeah.
Spider took my locker.
But see that I appreciated that part because Mick was shitting on him this whole time, and then he gets the shot and he comes crawling back.
It's right, though.
It's what happened.
100%. And Apollo's like, this white boy? Shit.
But he doesn't know anything about Rocky. But his trainer
It
sees
was
him,
the name.
and he was just like, "Yeah, that's
was
all
the
it was.
name.
It was just a name to Apollo."
Yeah, because Apollo was like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, legit.
Yeah.
And Rocky was like,
Nobody.
fuck, I don't know. I don't know. Rocky Marciano? I don't fucking know.
He was just a guy.
He's just a guy.
And Apollo's people pick him based. Well, he picks him based
Yeah.
on the name
On the name and the
And then
Italian
it-
stallion
yeah.
and all that shit.
because he's gonna
He's
bank
like,
it.
look,
He's
it's
cashing
It's going to be America. We're going to make all this money.
in.
And then
Yeah.
he gets there and he's like, you know, I was in for a fight. He's like,
Exactly.
for a fight.
Another thing is with all Rocky movies, like who the fuck trained Rocky to box? Because he has no defense, none. He takes like thousands
All
of
the
shots.
punishment. But you know what? That was addressed in Rocky 5. Because in the beginning of Rocky 5, they was doing the
with
MRIs
his
on him.
brain damage.
Because he was fucked. Because
Yeah.
like when he, you're right. Every time he'd be like, come on, pow, pow. That's it? Pow, pow.
Every shot that
Every
face lands.
fucking, yeah, he's getting blasted.
So I haven't done it, but I was like, what if I go back and see how many shots to the face he just eats? Like 500?
Did you count them?
No, I didn't. I wanted
Oh.
to. I should have.
I bet
It was
you
probably
did.
like 500, I'd imagine. Because Sylvester Stallone himself probably got brain damage by going like this. Because that's all he does the whole fucking match. He's just rock. He's got.
You're right. Because he's like,
He's got
Bah!
whiplash
he's got whiplash. From,
from fake fighting.
oh my God. The choreographing of Rocky caused Sly Stone to whiplash.
I think what it was is like Rocky,
Oh my God.
Sylvester Stallone is like he plays off like he's a huge boxing fan, but all he knows is like, okay,
You hit me, and I hit back.
No, he's
And I get hit.
He's like, what I want you to do is act like you know what the box, and I'm gonna just take every shot you take because I'm supposed to be a bad boxer.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
But the thing is with Rocky though, like that whole story, I really like because it's ups and downs.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's a
because
good
like
underdog story, too.
because he's an underdog in the first one.
Yeah.
He loses the fight,
Yeah.
and then the second one, he wins the fight.
Yeah.
Third one, he loses his title, and has to beat Clubber Lang at the end.
Yeah.
And then he fights this Russian dude, watch his friends get killed,
Yeah.
and then he fucking comes back up and beats him. And then he's got to fight this guy who he trained,
Yeah.
who he showed him
In
the
the
ropes
streets.
in the streets. It ain't a boxing ring, it's the hood. He's like, come on. And then fucking, I don't know, man.
The last one was really good. I was surprised. I was really surprised on how good Rocky Balboa was.
Oh, yeah.
When he
yeah.
was an old man.
That was
fighting.
really- that was really good.
It was a good one.
I'm telling you what's
It's
really
better
good
than
is
5.
Creed.
I haven't seen any of those.
There's only 2 of them.
Yeah.
The first one is way better than the second one.
Yeah.
Because the first one wasn't done by Sly.
Okay.
It was done by fucking Antoine Fuqua, I think.
And then
I
did
think.
Sly
Don't-
take
don't-
over?
don't- yeah, and then the second one, yes.
He's like, we need another.
And I was like, no! Because like Rocky was like dying in the first one.
And then he's back.
Second one, he's back.
Fine. I recovered. I saw Bigfoot.
Dude, yeah. Yeah. I was mad about that. I was like, no. This is because it was a great story.
And then he's
to
like,
end the Rocky.
it's like Sylvester Stallone's taking back over. Like, this is my shit.
This is Rocky. I am Rocky.
It's like Harrison Ford. Rocky dies with me.
Yeah, because I mean Rocky Balboa wasn't bad. Yeah, you're right. That was
It was better than 5.
Yeah, it was better than 5. But
Not-
my favorite one is 1, 3, and 4. I love
mean-
those, and then 2 is after those,
Yeah.
and then fucking 5, and then Rocky Balboa, I guess. But I like Creed just as good as I like the first one. I mean, I think the first Rocky is just fucking. I didn't appreciate it as much because when I was a kid, my favorite one was Part 4
because
all the fucking the music,
yeah,
the fucking shots, and the fucking pa 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 pa, and the fucking brutal fucking fights.
yeah,
Like they were brutal. And dude, Sly Stallone, like look at him in the first Rocky,
yeah,
the
Yo,
fourth Rocky.
yeah.
He's just like pow.
Yes.
It's like Jesus. He's got
Exactly.
fucking a 20-pack on his stomach.
He does.
He's got like 4 fucking tits. They're just fucking in his biceps, like 7 of them. He's
Exactly.
fucking ripped in that movie.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, you're right.
And the first
progression,
Yeah.
throughout movies, he's just like roided out by the end of it.
Yeah, because in the third one he fights fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But in the third one, like he was getting ripped, but he
Yeah.
wasn't as ripped.
No.
He was more ripped than the first one, but he wasn't as ripped as he was in Part
In
4.
4. But he was
Part
just,
4, like that's the
I
most
think Rambo
jacked
had
one.
something to do with it, maybe. I don't know.
I
Because
think
the first Rambo came out when he wasn't as ripped.
Yeah, he wasn't because it
Then
came out
when
in
he
the
started-
70s. Because the first Rambo came out in like 78,
Yeah.
77, some shit like
Yeah.
that. And then the second one came out in like the 80s. And the same with
Yeah.
the third one.
Yeah,
It came out
and
in
it was
the 80s.
after he'd already hulked out for fucking Rocky,
And
probably.
you know what? You might be right. I think you're right. I think the correlation is accurate.
Pretty close, at least.
I think it's accurate because fucking because he fought Ivan Drago because of the Cold War.
Yeah.
All that shit. in
Oh,
the
yeah.
80s.
Oh, man, there's another tie-in because Rambo versus
The Taliban. He helped the Taliban. Rambo helped the Taliban in Rocky 3.
Oh,
I
did
mean,
he?
Rambo 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was with the Taliban.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
No, I didn't
Dude,
realize.
he plays like kickball with these Muslims and shit. He's like, let's go. It's hilarious. It's so terrible.
Oh
But
fuck.
I think it's funny because Rambo helped
The ta-
Osama bin Laden fucking
Oh.
commit the most heinous crime. Okay, I'm done with that. I don't want to go there because that was the 9/11
it was
is heinous,
It was a
and
different.
it was our Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Like I was
It
not
was our
alive
era,
during
yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
Oh yeah.
But I remember when the fucking towers went down.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit blew my mind. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that shit blew my
seem
mind.
real.
It didn't seem real because I was living in Sandusky at the time,
Yeah.
and I used to go to sleep with the TV on. I'd
Yeah.
wake up with the TV on.
When you
Still
wake up
do.
to that shit.
And I woke up, and yeah, and they're showing the fucking towers. I'm like, what? I'm like, fucking, like, what the fuck is going? And I would switch channels, and everybody was
Everybody
talking
had
about
the same shit.
same
yeah.
shit. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Thank you, Rocky.
It was so crazy, man. Huh?
I said thank you. I said Rocky, but Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo.
Fucking Rambo.
Anyways, we're talking about Rocky.
Yeah. And it's a good movie still. I mean, I can still,
Oh,
I
it's a
still
phenomenal
like it.
movie. I think it's a classic.
I
bro.
didn't like totally shit on it, but I was watching it like with high eyes and making fun of it the whole time. Like, man, Rocky can't fight worth a shit. Look at him just take these fucking shots, and he's just like, how did he not just go down in the first round? He probably took 50 shots to the face.
It's because his will. It was his will. It was his willpower.
Not his thick skull.
That too. That too. He had no brain. The only thing on his mind was survive, survive, survive.
How about
survive?
What if the thought would be put your hands up?
I know. Then he like dodge and weave.
But no, that's not in Rocky's repertoire. It's crack crack. I'll catch you once, because that's what it was. It was like almost like a nightmare to the other boxers when you have those fights in your sleeper and you can't do anything.
Well, when you blast somebody and they
it
just take it,
yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh, what the fuck?
Like Rocky's not a horror movie to like Apollo Creed because he can't do anything. He's eating all these shots.
I mean, honestly, that was legit part of it, though. If you watch the movie. Like, Apollo Creed, you saw defeat on his face.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm hitting him with everything.
Yeah,
He's not falling.
You're right.
It's a psych thing.
So it could be flipped in reverse where Rocky's the bad guy to all these good boxers.
No. Rocky's not the bad guy. Rocky's just the guy.
Nightmare.
He's just the guy that we watch.
Rocky is the nightmare of Apollo Creed.
Yeah, no. Because they become friends. Because at the end of... Because Apollo trains Rocky in part 3.
Yeah. To fight Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang.
Yeah.
And then fucking at the end of part 3 is when they do the fucking...
Yeah, at the end.
And then they show that in the beginning of part 4.
Yeah.
And then fucking he gets killed by fucking... If he dies, he dies.
Yeah.
I love those movies. Those movies
they are
shit.
great. I can watch them all the time.
I can watch all of them.
Yeah.
And I may not like all of them, but I like...
You'll watch it.
I like 95% of them because like 1, 2, 3, 4, I can watch all of those. And they're the shit.
You can drop 6 in at the end. 5, put 5 at the end.
5 is
Tommy Gunn.
It's just not that good.
No, because it's not Rocky fighting. It's Tommy Gunn.
Yeah.
And then
he fights his apprentice.
But
it's like the Dark Lord of the Sith.
But it's not a good fight. It's not like a Rocky took 50
No, it's
shots
like a street fight.
Yeah. And it doesn't last as long as those matches.
It's like him and Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
Like Ivan Drago was the craziest. I think Ivan Drago, out of all the Rocky movies, Rocky versus Ivan Drago in part 4 is got to be the best ending.
Yeah.
Because I love the one he fights Mr. T. I love when he fights Apollo.
Yeah.
But it was not as long or as brutal. And fucking, and they showed more of it in part 4.
It's life and death.
Yeah, and all them Russians were like, Rocky,
yeah,
Rocky,
but see, that was a cool feature they put in.
He's like, yo, I made you people turn against you. He's like, I killed you. Like wouldn't Dolph Lundgren be just like, I killed this fuck. I destroy him. I destroy him.
You would think so.
Instead, he's just like, oh no. Nobody likes me.
Oh!
Ah! Pow, 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 pow! Rocky just is like, I got him, yo. Pow, 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 pow! He's just throwing shit out there. Take it out! And he's just like, pow! Pow! He's eating
it seems like every fucking punch Rocky throws is like way more powerful than the other guys. Rocky catch him once and they're all fucked up, but he takes 15 shots to the face and just
I get that, but in part 4 though, I think it was pretty even.
It is even
until the end, and
it's
he's just
Rocky
like,
versus Rocky.
Yeah, and then they start chanting Rocky, Rocky. He's just like, ugh! I got this guy. Pow, 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 pow. He's like, he's eating shit. Cause I know, like, fucking, I remember he's like, pow, and like, it shows Ivan Drago like throw something. He's like, pow.
Yeah.
He's just like, pow, getting fucking blasted. And then he falls into the ropes.
Yeah.
He's just like, ugh! And the ref's like, whatever the fuck they say in Russian. 1, 2. Because I don't know how they count in Russian, but I think they were counting English. Because they're like, 1, 2, 3. He's like, hey, you're getting up there, guy. 4. He's like, ugh! And he starts getting up, and he's like, he falls to the ground again. And Rocky's just like, ugh!
Isn't that the where he like jumps up in the air and like.
Dude, yeah, he does this. He goes. He's like. That's my Rocky. My Rocky celebrations.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know.
I could change.
Yeah, he like goes off. He goes off. He's like, you ain't gonna be right. You're gonna be wrong. You're gonna be right. And he's just like, you ain't gonna be that.
I don't think that's exactly what he said.
No, that's not verbatim. It's not verbatim.
No, he said something about changing. If you could change tonight.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah. So we'll all get changed.
Whereas the first one, he ends it, and they're like, Rocky, wow! His eyes are all fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you gonna say? He's like, Adrian! Adrian! And she's like, I'm right here, Rocky! Like, well, the champion Apollo Creed wins, and Rocky's looking for his fucking wife.
There's no rematch.
Yeah.
And then there is.
Yeah, there is a rematch.
Because Apollo Creed starts taking shit.
He was telling shit. Yeah.
Anyways.
That's why we love Rocky.
Exactly.
So that's the show. Thanks for tuning in to Drunk of the Sun. This is Joe and Tom.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody. Like and subscribe.
Thank you all for subscribing and liking from Drunk on the Sun, the podcast about everything and anything under the sun.
So check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Instagram. We're posting new shit every week.
See ya.